back to the 2003 Intercollegiate Bowling Championships. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it's the women's turn. We're ready for that championship match, Chris. And how about Central Missouri State? They finished second here once before.
They finished here second once before. They finished here third last year. And this is the 6th consecutive appearance for this team. They've been in the top 8 every year. They become one of the most dominant programs in college bowling.
Well, how about Florida State? It's their first appearance here, and they've had a rough go the last few years.
It's the first appearance in the national final. Last year, they bowled this very same CMSU team in the semifinals. They've had 5 coaches in 4 years, but they've had 4 seniors that have seen all 5 of those coaches. They think they're ready to take it home today.
Well, it's been exciting so far, and I guess we're ready to take a look at some of the highlights of the action so far in the championship match. In the opening game, Central Missouri State is quick out of the gate with strikes by Becky Graffia in the first frame. Aaron Lanford in the second. And Sarah Kelly in the fourth. FSU finally strikes. But after that quick start, CMSU goes on to win 199 to 183. Well, if CMSU started strong in game 1, Florida State showed them something in game 2.
Marla McMackin to make her first shot here. What a good shot it was.
Yes, it was. Leslie Raypatch now up for Florida State Seminoles. The number 2 bowler. She'll fill the 2nd and 7th frames unless there's a substitution.
Everybody seems to like this right lane. This is a really good shot. It's on line. Balance is perfect at the foul line. All 10 in the pick.
Aaron Lanford now up for CMSU.
She's had some trouble at different times during qualifying. She's a real key in this match because she's capable of throwing some very key strikes, and that's why they're undefeated so far through this tournament. Is there people all the way up and down have come through in key situations.
It was interesting that their head coach, Ron Holmes, was telling me that he has his players do like calisthenics, jumping jacks, and then throw a shot so they can get the heart rate up like it is when they're so excited bowling out here.
It's actually a great idea, and I don't know why more colleges don't do it, because there's no other way to really anticipate what you're feeling like right now.
Here's Lisa Shaw, and oh my, what an opening here for Florida State Seminoles. It's do or die for them.
Look at this shot here. It's going to cross in between 15 and 20. It's going to right off that track here at 45 feet. High flush, 10 in the pit.
Amber Leslie figured it out. And she just figured it out. Yeah, she figured out lane 35.
Well, I thought Sean Rash might be the best bowler in Alaska, but it looks like Amber Lester could be. From the North Pole, this one's high flush, 10 in the pit. Never a doubt there either.
And look at their sporting that, they call it scandalous pose. They pride themselves in matching and in matching strikes, apparently.
There's 4 in a row high flush. Can't get any better than that. Down 1-0. They needed to come up with a big game. They've done everything they need to do so far.
Sarah Kelly now up for Central Missouri. Going high, and again, Chris, you're right. I think the left lane looks to be a little bit tougher at the moment.
Yeah, you've seen nothing but pin. Mostly shots going high, so I'm assuming that lane must hook a little bit more. 3-6-10 is tough spare on any condition. On this condition, it's probably not much better than just 7 out of 10. troubles. Now, Sarah Kelly was actually the MVP She was the runner-up MVP last year at the National Finals.
Now they've made a switch after the first game. Florida State did in their lineup. They've switched their number 4 and 5 bowlers. Rachel Figueroa is now bowling anchor for the team. And of course, ironically, 4 of them strike, and she doesn't.
Yeah, she threw the best 2 shots of the first match by anyone. Both of them were high flush, and never looked like either one of them had any other intentions. But as you said, they switched lanes, and obviously this lane doesn't play quite the same for her.
Tracy Drake's now anchoring the Central Missouri State team. Oh, unfortunate just to leave the 6-9-10, although unfortunately easily choppable. Rachel choppers it up.
As tough as these lane conditions are, it would be awfully difficult for CMSU to get back in this match without Florida State helping them out just a little bit.
Yeah, with 4 strikes in a row to open it up. They're up by 32 pins. CMSU is going to need a bunch of strikes in the second half of the game.
They certainly seem capable. This team just has a real good feel about them. They get along real well. They're from all parts of the United States. They got Alaska, Texas, New Jersey, Ohio, Oregon. And yet they seem like they get along better than any of the teams I've seen this week.
With a strike.
Well, what Marla does right there, she just takes the whole lane out of play. She's firm, she's got some tilt, she floats the ball through the first 15, 20 feet, and just stays on top of the well and throws it high flush.
You know, they're both. We're starting to find lane 35 as well here, getting close. .32 pins. Florida State up by 32. Can make it 42.
Fantastic shot.
And they do not want to move off of this lane because it's going to come down to a final game if they win this game.
This is a key shot here. For CMSU to have any chance, Aaron's going to have to come up with a big shot right now.
Otherwise, they're down 42. And it would be tough to recover 42 pins in 3 frames.
Well, and like you said earlier, Jan, they've gone high flush. The first 4 bowlers haven't. So the chances of them going open are pretty slim.
Very slim.
Cover just very nicely, great technique.
Now this Florida State team, they actually train with Tiger Training Center. Some of the coaches from there come up and train them.
It's a terrific advantage. There's such a wealth of knowledge down there at that training center to have access to some of that. It's an advantage. I think that's probably one of the reasons why their program has improved so much over the 4 years that many of these seniors have been here.
Just trying to get something going, but I think they're going to be very glad that CMSU is having 2 games on lane 36. Uh-oh. Oh. But
a small chink in the armor, but I'm afraid it's probably not going to be enough.
It's probably a little late since Central Missouri is not actually striking right now.
Unbelievable.
Great spare by Amber Lester right there.
It's a terrific job of concentrating there with the PA address.
Big announcement coming up.
And that pretty much locks up game 2.
Final score, 233 to 177.
So we're going to go to a game 3.
Florida State 123. My partner Chris Barnes is standing down with the head coach of Central Missouri State, Ron Holmes, and 2 of their team members, Amber Gasverdi and Aaron Lanford.
Amber, you know, you've been a Collegiate Bowler of the Year last year. You played well all year this year. Things got off to a little bit of a rocky start. You set out for a while. Your team got on a huge roll, And you took on a different role this year. Does it take anything away from you to win a national title, even though you weren't throwing as many shots as you used to?
No, this is still a really great experience, and I'm just really glad to be a part of it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm really glad that my team could come together and put it together, and I'm just really, really proud of them. They did a great job.
It's fantastic. Aaron, now, being a senior, you had a chance to throw balls for the first time for a national title, and you seem to key up everything for this team today. Everything started with you, and what did it feel like to throw shots for a national title?
It's really great to have such a great team behind me, and I'm really glad that I was able to start things up and make great shots so that the team could follow them up. So we made great shots all year long, and this really proved that we're such a great team. We really worked together.
You guys really did. And next, Coach Ron Holmes, I mean, you've been here the last 6 years, and you've performed great and been close. What was the difference this year for you?
I think this year they were in a similar position to what they have been in the past, and this year they certainly seem to have a much better personality, more of a business-like personality going towards the championship, and couldn't be more proud of how they ended up coming together as a group, because we certainly didn't have one of the players that we normally have in that spot, but they all helped each other out, and here we are.
It was a great effort, and here you have it from the three of the members of the 2003 National Championship team. Back to you, Jan.
Thanks, Chris. And it was quite an event here in Tulsa, Oklahoma at River Lanes. The Intercollegiate Bowling Championships have been completed. Congratulations to the men's Wichita State Shockers, who took the national title for the 7th time in 29 years, and to the women's Central Missouri State Jennies, who won their first national championship. Continue to watch the PWBA on ESPN on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern, and watch for the PBA's return on October 12th.